The time has come for a college football 27 rebuild. The Eastern Michigan Eagles have underperformed. They haven't won their conference championship since 1987. It's time to turn the program around. We're going to dominate the MAC and we're going to bring home the Natty. Let's go Eagles. Welcome back to the Eastern Michigan rebuild. Since we upgraded our facilities this season, we're going to double down with the support staff. We just hired a strength and conditioning assistant for the 5% off-season progression increase. On our home screen, we only have 5 dynasty points left over after those facility upgrades, but in the recruiting board, we have 665. Preseason scouting, we're giving these 2 defensive tackles their NIL offer. I'm going to try and sign either one of these middle linebackers, but Bulaga's going to be the favorite. I'm also going for this free safety. An edge rusher right here has 88 speed, and he's going to match up with our last signing on the other side of the line. In the depth charts, at running back, our freshman is getting paid more than anybody on the team, and since he's a 75 and these juniors are only 76 and 78, he's getting the starting spot. Maybe controversial, but we're putting Willie Durbin at the number 1 receiver position with his 6'4" frame and a 97 speed. But the 2 star players are going to be starting at the slot position. Program expectation moved back up to bowl hopeful, and these contract goals are just as easy as they were last season. Now that we can give out scholarships, these 2 middle linebackers can both perform on the field. We're giving out both scholarships and NIL, but we're only expecting to sign 1. Conference overall update, most of the MAC teams are hovering just above a 60 overall. We're almost into the 80s. Miami took a step back this season. We are the heavy favorites. Last season we had a matchup against Michigan in week 1. I think we should take down Temple with ease. I might step in just because it's the first game, but I'm also hopping in to this week 7 matchup against the Rebels. Going into week 1, I'm looking at these transfers, and we have multiple players that could start for us as seniors. We don't want to lose any of them. Melvin Stork, he's going to have to get a new NIL contract. Week 1, our decision is made for us, and we're going to compete with Minnesota for Frederick Bulaga. I also upped the NIL offer for Matthew Bryant, Mr. Speed Demon. And the same here for Mike Jennings. He doesn't have great speed, but he does have an 85 release with an 83 spectacular catch. Time to get this video started right. 85 degrees in Pennsylvania, 80% chance of precipitation. And it's not every day, but we're having owls for dinner. So they may have the crowd filled, but this may as well be a home game for us. Comfortable as we've ever been. Man in motion, eyes on the running back.
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh, CPU killed us on the formation. They have a quick quarterback. We're going to have to keep a spy out there. Read option. He shakes a man. They couldn't get in on him 1st and 2nd. 3rd and goal. They had a false start called. Quick quarterback couldn't get away from us on that one. They're going to take the lead first. First play of the season for our new look offense. We have 2 freshmen on the field feeding the back on the first play. And the way that safety valve badge just popped up, I think I'm going to like that running back. 1 high safety, have to watch the cornerbacks. But Durbin has 97 speed. He's ahead of him.
Impressive.
First touch for him is a touchdown. I know that we just scored moments ago, but a fumble recovered, and we're on the goal line, running up the middle. We've already gotten 1 freshman a touchdown. Let's get the other one in there. I don't know how much a player can develop in 1 season, but 97 speed for Durbin is a whole new beast. They try and take the top off and get picked. 3rd and 7, came out with a pass call. Defense is ready for it. Switch to the draw play, feed the back, and he gets a huge gain. Defense has 2 high safeties. We're still attacking them. Picking it up. Had an option on that throw, and he took it. It worked out beautifully. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Okay.
Nobody's open initially. Sweet feet is right, announcer, touchdown. 3rd and 15, close out this 1st quarter. Temple's thinking about throwing a white flag. Starting to contain our downfield passes, so now we're feeding this 2nd string running back. He gets a good gain for us. I come out 2nd and 10. I don't know what's up with this Temple formation, but we have a tight end with nobody on it. And with that, we sim to the end. We had the advantage anyways, but it felt like a home game playing at the Eagle Stadium. Increase the NIL offers for the players on our recruiting board. If we're not in the lead, we're going to be taking it soon. Melvin Stork is in the record book as a freshman, most passing yards in a season. No contest in week 3, as it's safe to say we are no longer comparable to the FCS schools. Week 4, we're about to give Marshall their second loss of the season. Week 5 bye, turns out going against a Tier 4 pipeline was a bad idea. We're in a close competition for this linebacker with Minnesota, but I just figured out his hard sell. We have good grades, and I just scheduled a visit for Week 6. That linebacker and this edge rusher are the top 2 prospects on this board. We're in a recruiting battle for this outside linebacker. If we get him, we get him. Not even stepping in, there is a 0% chance of UMass beating us at home. Our number 1 prospect verbally committed. We just got 3 hard commits and another verbal commit. We dominated Marshall and UMass. We didn't give up a single touchdown in either game. We get to play the Rebels at home, and we're 4-0. This is a perfect opportunity to upset one of the big schools. Ole Miss is ranked 20. If we win this game, we might get ranked. Ole Miss ball to start this game. They picked up a first down. They're running the ball.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
Next set, 3rd and inches. We have to blitz. Man in motion. They're trying to confuse me. Got it in. We're going to get a man in motion to hit him with a pass. They play coverage too, but we get a man open. He's got a first down. Can't call a hot route on this play call. We're sending some streaks up the field. Man in motion's going to get it though. He's in space. Makes the play. Double option on this RPO. We're going to throw it to the tight end on this one. Pick up another first. Fumble it though. That's off the ground. Ball was clearly knocked out on the ground. We got the ball back. Late throw. We get it off. Have to attack this secondary. 3rd and long. Going underneath of him. Melvin Stork out for the game. Severe injury. And he may not be out for the game, but I'm taking him out for now. I didn't go for it on our last drive because of that quarterback injury, but I would have liked to take the lead. Tie football game. 3rd and inches. They look like they're about to run it right up the middle, and they do get through the entire blitz. Touchdown Rebels. Freshmen are dealing with some hits. We got some older players out there running the option.
And it's
They're
gone.
on it though. Expected to take a loss on that play, but I didn't expect him to swoop in there like Superman. Touchdown Rebels again. I didn't want to start this game down. We're down by 2 possessions right now, throwing another interception. That's it, dude. Came out with the 2nd string quarterback, missed a man wide open, took a sack, and then throw the pick 6, or what might as well have been. Can't start this comeback before halftime. I'm just about to send the rest of this game. There we go. Held them out of the end zone, but they're up by 17.
Respect my authority.
Instead of them just getting that 3 points right there, we just roughed the kicker. And if we can hold them out of the end zone again, I will have a little bit of momentum. Here they go. Couldn't have asked for a worse start to this game. We get a man open on this corner route. Passing game, we're not getting anywhere. 3rd and 10, we're going for it on this drive. Because we're down by 3 possessions. And early in this game, 4th and 16, we need a shot down the field. He's got to make a play.
You suck,
oh,
you jackass.
And we just simped to the end. We couldn't have done any better. 45-13. We are not ready. Instead of getting our team ranked, we can just forget about that game. Flush it down the toilet. Into the season expecting to lose to Ole Miss. My poor performance didn't help. I think we could have performed better in simulation. We're back on track with a victory over the Ohio Bobcats, but we only won by 1 point. It gives me some concern for these conference games moving forward, but we have such an overall advantage, I can't hop into these. Traveled through time to the end of our season. Week 14, we have a matchup with Central Michigan. We won every single game. The closest one was against Sacramento State with a 3-point margin. Before this last game against Central, we're already guaranteed to get into the conference championship, and it may be against Western Michigan. And this is the first season that we got into the top 25 rankings. Before this last game in conference championships, we're ranked at 16, and we could get into the playoffs. I would play this game against Central Michigan, but seeing as we won every single game in simulation, I'm confident in our guys. We have a plus 22 overall advantage. Our overall went up over 80 this season to 82. We got the victory against Central, and we're playing in the MAC championship against Bowling Green. Western Michigan must have lost in their last week. Our goal was to beat them by 7+ points. We won by 21. Checking out the player progression, and our quarterback went up to an 85. Tactician Boost has him at 87 as a sophomore. 69 overall was enough for the Falcons to make it through the championship game. We're ranked 13th in the nation. If we win, we should get into the playoffs. Ford Field is packed, Bowling Green ball to start this one. And they've been picking up yards, but we have a chance to get a stop right here. 3rd and 5, breaks the tackle, it's still short. And on the 42-yard line, they know that we would go for it if we were in the same spot. Fumble! We got it. Turns out they should have kicked the field goal on that one. Star receiver beats the cornerback. He's wide. Oh, what the fuck? Straight up. Star receiver for what? I'm hitting Durbin, my 65 overall, 97 speed. He brings it in. I was looking at the season stats before this game, and Durbin didn't get to play because he's only a 65 overall. I could technically redshirt him still. Apparently, intentional grounding doesn't exist for the CPU. Big sack. Falcons got down the field on their first drive, but it's slowly falling away from him. Durbin is too much. And he's one of our lower paid players on NIL. Receiver's wide open, touchdown. Just a few minutes into this game, it's been a rough outing for the Falcons. They got a solid gain on their first down run, but they're going to lose some on second. Quarterback spy on the cover 4 quarters. They don't pick up the first. This is the exact reason I didn't play any of our regular season conference games. Every snap, Durbin is wide open downfield. Instead of sending every single record for Eastern Michigan, I just sent to the end of the game after that big touchdown. Final score 45-6. It took us 6 seasons, but we're finally on top of the MAC conference with a trophy in the case. With an 11-1 season, there's no reason to get rid of these coordinators. I think the last 2 actually got fired by the program because I didn't get rid of them.
All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season.
This is the first season where every player is CPU generated. 3 of the 4 Heisman candidates were receivers, and Houston's Dennis Cantwell took it home. Ranked 13, we were the snub from the college football playoffs. Honestly, we would have got our ass kicked anyways. We got into the Xbox Bowl, but I'm playing on PlayStation. Early National Signing Day, my #1 target got a normal development trait. We did get a star out of this free safety though. From now on, I'm only going to bring up the Pac-12 if Boise State doesn't win it. In the ACC, Miami took down Florida State in a 2-point game. Big 12, Houston took out Utah. Go down to the SEC, Georgia took out Tennessee in another close one. And then Nebraska beats Oregon. Nebraska just beat Oregon for the Big Ten championship, but they still have to play a first-round matchup against Oklahoma. LSU taking on Florida State's another big one, and Houston has been dominating the Big 12. I think this is the 2nd season in a row that they've had a bye. It's not that it's the Xbox Bowl. We went 12-1, and Sam Houston went 6-6. Like, who's the favorite? I would play this one, but it's going to be similar to that MAC championship, just another bomb down the field. I don't think anyone expected the Bearcats to win. We tacked a bowl game victory onto our conference championship this season. Looks like our players cared about as much as I did. We only won by 1 point. We could have blown them out. More interceptions than touchdowns in his first season, mainly my fault. Melvin Stork went 28-4, over 3,000 yards. Our true freshman running back had 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Absolute stud. 2 highest rated receivers almost hit 1,000 yards, and I said it during that MAC championship. Durbin only played 4 games, and we had 347 yards with him. We had 2 edge rushers pull in 17 sacks for us this season, and nobody had a crazy amount of interceptions, but we had 3 guys pull in 2. Huge semifinal matchups, Ducks versus the Bulldogs, and Volunteers versus the Tigers. No matter what, an SEC team has taken home this year's Natty in Arizona. And Tennessee toppled Georgia. They capped their season off as champions, 15-2. We have an 89 overall junior receiver that wants too much in NIL. I'm just going to let him walk. Hopefully he goes to the NFL instead of the transfer portal. I went over on these other guys, hoping we can keep them, but we may still have to persuade them. Before these guys leave, we have 0 dynasty points. That receiver did decide to go to the NFL, and out of the players that were transferring, we got 3 of our 4 persuasions to work. Transfer portal is officially here, and this is usually the week where your team prestige changes. We're still at 1.5 stars, ranked 13 in the nation. Never even looked at this player's stats until after he got drafted. The only thing I ever saw was his 88 speed. Dude had 97 catching traffic, 98 spectacular, but only at 81 regular catching. Make that make sense. We have to get 200 points in tactician to open up other skill trees. I'm going to get all 4 of these offensive line perks and complete that goal. Couldn't go after any of the top transfer portal prospects because we don't have any dynasty points. Mukrowski is our only star for this season. The top end of our team looks really solid, and they should get a big training boost this offseason, but we just brought in a bunch of 2-star freshmen, and our overall may actually go down. I knew his time was coming. Melvin Stork is at an 89 overall without his tactician boost. This may be his last season with us because he could go to the pros. We're going to have 2 good running backs this season. Carswell came in and started for us as a freshman, and then we have this redshirt senior, and he's going to be playing at that power back position. The top receivers in our group are actually really solid, but none of them have 98 speed like Willie Durbin. He's going to be playing that number 1 spot. We needed speed at the tight end position, so I moved a receiver over. He went up to an 85, and he's a junior. We're kind of overpaying for this left tackle right here, but we're going to get those dynasty points back in the offseason. He's a senior. Our offensive line looks solid. Defensive line looks solid. We have a star outside linebacker here in Perkins. Our user is going to be Ogokwe as a redshirt senior, and then Artie Streeter is going to be starting this season as a sophomore. And we have 7 defensive backs over 80 overall, best in the conference. And we did go down to a 79, but we're still at the top of our conference. The offseason progression was nice, but I'm going back to reduce NIL expectations for this season. Our number 1 goal in this recruiting cycle is to replace Melvin Stork. He's going to be a senior next season. How do you replace a 4-star gem? We have to go for this 5-star prospect. After unlocking Tier 3 of the offensive line tactician boost, we unlocked Architect. Ideally, I'd have Architect, Master Motivator, and Talent Developer, but we may have to just pick one. Only position I'm moving around in the depth chart is wide receiver. Willie Durbin, wide receiver 1 with that 98 speed. I also had moved some halfbacks over to this position, and this dude has 43 spectacular catch, 48 in traffic. I moved them down lower in the depth chart. Program expectation increased from bowl hopeful to bowl participant. These goals are still easy though. The way this NIL works is kind of broken. You have to give double what their expectation is to get max. So if they only expect 10 and you give them 20, you get max feedback. But with this guy, he has 345. I have to give him 700 to get max feedback. Not happening. We didn't have an opening week game, but it's time to look at our yearly conference overall update, and everybody is about the same as last year. Guaranteed victory in week 1, and we're definitely not going to sign BJ Fogg. Georgia has the 5-tier pipeline. I thought we were going to get away with that playing time deal breaker, but I'm not wasting my time. There's only one 4-star quarterback that doesn't have any offers. Hakeem Guacham right here is going to be our guy. He can replace Melvin Stork. He's just not going to be as accurate. I decided to go for another 4-star prospect with this cornerback, and then I added in a 3-star outside linebacker. Week 2 we have a matchup against Purdue, but it's at our field. In week 3 we have the Volunteers in Tennessee, and then in week 7 we have Oregon. I think those are going to be our games played this season. After we gave this quarterback an offer, Florida State jumps in with their 5-tier pipeline. We put 50 hours on him last week. Didn't even get onto his board. Purdue's in the Big Ten, and I thought they might have a better team than they do. We actually came out, went 3-and-out. Purdue ball. They got a chance to take this early lead. Punt return brought them to midfield. 2nd and 9. They're in the hurry-up offense. And I just made a solid play from the safety position, but 3rd and short. They're making moves in the pocket. 3rd and inches. They're in the hurry-up again. I'm sending the blitz on this one. Wide open over the middle. First drive fell flat. I'm going to try and attack them downfield right here. Good throw from the quarterback. He's in space. Defense looks like they're trying to blitz right here. Tight end gets wide open. They send a stupid blitz. I came out with this 3-3-5 look, and Purdue's kind of picking us apart with it. Big hit. They picked up a 1st down, but they gave us a chance to change our formation. No hurry up. Man got wide open on that one. And with our zones getting beat, I just switched over to man coverage. I'm going to play the middle zone still because that's the spot I'm most comfortable at. But in this play, I got my eyes on the running back. They throw it the other way. Where's the defender? Purdue must have looked at us on their schedule and thought we were a winnable game because they're coming out swinging right here. That's a touchdown. I've already burned the defense downfield once. Right here, we're just going to chip away underneath. Came out with the option call, didn't like the look from the defense, switched to the run up the middle. Wow! Pick up a few, pick up a bunch. Man in motion on this bench play call. See if we can get downfield. Tight end, hit him again with it. That's his 2nd score of the game.
Impressive.
We've had a tough time stopping this Boilermaker offense. We switched to the nickel. Quarterback spy, 3rd and long. I'm going to keep my eyes on the running back. He's in motion. I'm following. And they burn us. Switch to the zone after they were killing us with those slants, and we got the stop. 3rd and long right here. Big zone. Didn't complete the pass. We got the defense spread out. I switched to the quarterback draw. We're going to get a solid gain right here. Slide. He's on the sideline with an injury. Get a man open here. He wasn't fucking open.
37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
And if I'd have thrown that ball sooner, we may have completed it, but I was late. 3rd and 5. Keep an eye on the quarterback with the scramble. Play these zones. Wide open. Melvin Stork, hopefully it's not that severe an injury, and he can come back for some of our future games this season. Late throw right here. Breaks the tackle, though. And I didn't like the 2nd string. Dude only had 80 throw power. We have the 3rd string out there with 91. Completing throws. This dude has a lower overall, but he's playing better for me. We're scrambling. He's not quick, but he's picking up the 1st. Got a man in motion. Caused a little confusion here. Bad throw. He completes it. Touchdown anyway. Too fast. I'm playing man coverage in this open field situation. We're getting sacks off it. 3rd and 10. Eyes on the running back. I just ran into my man. He drops it. 2 running back look. We're going to feed the 2nd string on this one. He gets up the middle. Let's go. He's been waiting to get a touch. Touchdown. Happy with the way our 3rd string quarterback is playing. We didn't even need him on that last drive. Running backs filled it up. 1st and 15 after a false start. They picked it right back up. 2nd and 5. We're playing man coverage with the open field here. Chipping away. And after the CPU cheeses me with the draw play, a stop in this situation is unlikely. We got to hit him behind the line. Fumble! But they picked it up. I'm still trying to get pressure here. We land it. I said it was unlikely. We pushed them back 15 yards in 2 plays. Came out in this next drive wearing the power run. Defense looks confused with 2 defenders on the wrong side of the field. And I've really been opening up the playbook with these formations. Speed option, feed the man. Make the move, but there's other defenders. Haven't been taking shots downfield, testing out the secondary. This tight end's having a career game, but drops it. Not even upset about the drop. I'm trying him again here in that open space. Whoa! But we can't dwell on a missed field goal. Man coverage here. They're in the hurry up and take a sack. And with that sack, they're 3rd and long starting this 4th quarter. I knew that was going to happen. We came out in the 3-3-5 earlier. They were picking us apart, but they've been a little more pass happy now, and we're stopped and run. Safety blitz, 3rd and short. Zones. Man gets wide open. Dude's not even guarding anybody over there. Everybody's in a zone minus the linemen. They run the screen to the outside, too quick for us. Last time in this position, we pushed them back 15 yards. Another big hit, and it's like our defensive front is just too much, but there they are. We're down. It's getting late in the game. I'm going for it. Pressure is in there, though. And I figured we have more success in the red zone on defense than we have in the open field. They will get a field goal. But one more stop, and we're going to force that kick. Still a ton of time left on the clock for us to get a touchdown. What the fuck was that defender?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
But now they're burning the clock up, feeding the back, breaking tackles, and he's in. And we came out strong. Can't do anything since then. That was a bad throw. A 278 quarterback rating. The next guy came out and threw an interception on the first play, and then the other guy went 6 for 15, and we just struggled. And against the reigning national championship Volunteers team, our quarterback is on a high risk of injury before we even go into the game. I'm just going to put him on the bench, and we're going to take our loss. With the quarterback injury, I gave him the week off on the weekly practice plan. It put him on the injury report as resting. I wanted to play this matchup against the Volunteers, but we probably would have lost with our starting quarterback against this 92 overall team. I'll just take the L and Sim. Our first conference matchup is against UMass, and our quarterback is back, and our overall actually went up to 81. Completely ran out of options at the quarterback position, found this 2-star athlete with 87 throw power, 86 speed. He's going to have to step in. In this weekly practice plan, you can switch your guys over to no practice, and it completely recovers their wear and tear. Had a bye in week 5, but we're back in conference in week 6 against Miami. We're at home. We have a massive overall advantage. We're 2-0 in conference play, and we absolutely smoked both teams. This isn't going to be the best class, seeing as we wasted time on the quarterback spot, but we're going to sign some solid guys here. Before we play against Oregon, I wanted to make sure our offensive line was playing well. We got that last boost. It's going to be tough to win, but as long as we make good decisions, we can upset the Ducks. Came out with a pass called, trying to open it up for the running game. Called the hot route to the run, but it didn't switch for me. RPO picked up the first down. We're coming out throwing again, picking up another one. First down run went nowhere. I got the back end motion right here. Watching the zone. Wide open, great throw. First drive of the game, 4th and 1 on the 20-yard line. Tried to switch to the sting run, but we picked it up. Having a tough time making an audible. Get my run up the middle though. 4th and inches, we're going for it. Feed the fullback, get blown up. Played man coverage, 3rd and 6. I switched to the zone, see if we can cause some confusion. They didn't convert on 3rd down. We had a solid punt return. Quick flat route, pick up a first. Defense feeling the pressure here from the 31. Wide open over the middle. Pick it up. Don't have any points to show for it, but we were in control in that first quarter.
You can do it!
Back right here. We're going to try to sneak in, get close. Once again, they're playing tough here on the goal line. 2nd and goal. We're right up the middle again. We're getting in there. Starting this drive with a little better field position. They still didn't get past the 20 off the kick, though. And they killed us last time, 3rd and inches. We're blitzing the shit out of them. I knew they were going to try and run in that short yardage situation. Blitz paid off for us. Big tight end. Took a stupid sack on 1st down. 2nd and 20. We got to pick something back up. Out route's open. But it's still 3rd and long. Beautiful route, kinda. Recommendation was to punt the ball here from the 40. I'm going for it. Check down to the running back. That one was so close. I'm running the snap real quick. Right up the middle. Huge gain. Our offensive line did their thing. We just kind of ran into them. I'm trying them again right here. 3rd and short. Incomplete on 1st down. I wanted to throw it in. I-form formation on 2nd. He's almost in there. Trying to switch over to my run up the middle. Defense has only got 4 down linemen. We're going to try and power this one in, and we do.
Shit.
They got the ball back here at the 2-minute warning, down by 2 scores. You know they want to come out throwing it. How did he break that tackle? Can't even catch up to him. Are you kidding? Broken tackle. They get a touchdown in 1 play. We need to take our time here, not do anything stupid. We have plenty of time to get up the field. I'm going to try one right here. Get it to him, but we're going to lose some on this one. Oh, he gets around him. Too fast.
I really am.
Stop the clock, running out of bounds. We're going to run it right up the middle. Another huge gain for the back. Got to midfield, didn't get anywhere 1st and 2nd. I'm running this draw play, and they seen it coming. 3rd and inches. Once again, I'm expecting to run up the middle. Even if they don't, we have to respect it. Pressed on the outside, big blitz up the middle. Came out strong. Crowd is making a ton of noise. Can't make the audible.
Remember when
Feed
Bobby
the back.
showed up at halftime and
Good thing we got fresh legs out there. 3rd and 7 after we didn't pick much up on the running game. I'm scrambling with this one. Not fast enough for the edge rusher. Damn. We played a solid game, but Oregon has a chance right now to tie it up. We've been overwhelming their offense, 3rd and short. Try him again right here. 6-man rush, pressed on the outside. They get through the line this time, though. But after they picked up that 1st down, they didn't go anywhere on the next couple plays. 3rd and long right here. RPO, outstanding game on defense. I'm going to try and attack these safeties. Durbin's downfield, too fast. Let's go. 87-yard touchdown. And going into this 4th quarter, we have a 2-possession lead. Play action. Almost a pick. We have Oregon in a tough spot right here. They took a loss on the screen. 3rd and 13. He sends a shot. We got to make a play. Let's go. First down play kind of got blown up. I'm still trying to attack downfield.
Safety help.
And it's gone.
I seen him at the last second. I didn't even think about it until after we called the play. Almost another pick. And we should have ran the ball right there, but our defense is still playing great.
What do you say fuck me for?
Still in this open field situation. I'm playing that middle zone. Oh my. And we've got the Ducks quarterback absolutely struggling. We're going to correct our mistake on that last drive. We're going to run the football.
How fast I really am.
Breaks it out.
I'm fast as fuck.
And this 81 overall senior back is an absolute stud. I'm going to... What the fuck? We just had a toss play get tossed into the fullback. Oregon's got the momentum. But 3rd and goal, we have a chance to get the stop right here. They might go for it. Feeds the back. I can't catch up to him. Busted play has Oregon in a 1-possession game right now. Feeding the back again in the I form. Breaking away. Crowd starting to make some noise on 2nd down. Quick throw. We're going to pick up a first. Don't have to force it. We have the lead. A field goal will make this a 2-possession game. RPO's going to pick up another first down. Beast mode. Now that we're well in field goal range, I turned on the chew clock. Try and burn up as much as we can. Feed the back on the RPO. Burning up the Ducks timeouts. RPO here on the goal line. Feed the back again. He's in. And in this 2-possession game, we're making it tough for the Ducks. Until that play. And it all comes down to one play. Onside kick. We recover. They don't have any timeouts. 8 seconds on the clock. We didn't pick up the first down. Punted the football back to them. They need to go the whole length of the field. Last play of the game. We had 2 Big Ten matchups this season. We lost to Purdue after our quarterback went out with an injury, but our quarterback stayed in for the whole game against Oregon, had a hell of a game. We just upset the Ducks. Underrated move in this dynasty. Every week go into this practice plan and give your players rest that have wear and tear. My entire team is healthy. Week 8, the rest of our games are going to be in conference. I don't need to play any of these MAC schools. Our team should be able to win every single game in Sim. Halfway through his junior season, we already have an all-time leader for Eastern Michigan quarterbacks. And of course, as soon as I say that we should be able to beat every MAC school, we only put up 7 points on Buffalo and lost. Week 9, we only have 1 player hard committed, but we do have 3 on verbal. Our 4-star cornerback is almost a verbal commit as well, and we should be signing him on that Week 11 visit. Week 9, we have a matchup with the Hornets. At 3 losses already this season, our playoff bid is kind of out the window. We're just going to sim to the end of this season. After that loss to Buffalo, our offense got it together. We even put up 50 points in a game against Ball State. We got a rematch with Buffalo in the championship game, and we're ranked. Bye week before conference championships, we have 5 hard commits and 1 verbal. I'm spending the rest of my hours and a few dynasty points trying to complete our goal to sign 5 Michigan players before National Signing Day. We're going to be missing our star left tackle in this game, and we're also going to be missing our first-string running back. We have a beast off of the bench, though. And Buffalo beat us 10-7 in the regular season simulation game. But with me in control, we're going to put up a lot more than 7 points.
Yeah, boy!
And after a little research, Eastern Michigan University is about 40 miles away from Ford Field. Incompletion on 3rd down. They almost throw a pick on their side of the field. We're getting the football back in 30 seconds. It's going to be a long game for these Bulls.
I don't think you have any idea
Big punt return.
how fast I
Quick
really
returner.
am.
Tried to send it downfield on 1st down. Wasn't there for us.
Gotcha, bitch.
See if they can keep up with Durbin. They can't. But after going down on the 1-yard line, we lost 10 yards on those 3 plays, taking the 3. Buffalo didn't get in on their first drive. We didn't either, but we got some points on the board. He throws it right at me. That's a pick. I don't know if it's just the catching stats, but dude had perfect timing and everything.
Respect my authority!
3rd down pass was incomplete. Offsides play. They get it anyway. Finally get that interception. And even a 2-star player as a redshirt senior can compete. I'm attacking that cornerback.
You can do
Doesn't
it!
have much space. 1 high safety. 0 respect for the defense. Tight end's wide open. Gotta feed him. Awkward verticals call. Running a slant then up the middle. Not there. We're going to feed that wide open running back underneath. Hard to believe our team only put up 7 points against this defense. We're having a lot of success. 4-yard line. Defense is expecting the run. We're going to try and get to the outside. It's there.
Wow, incredible.
I haven't looked at the records on the playoff teams, but that loss against Buffalo could be the reason that we aren't going to make the playoffs ranked 18th. 3rd and 1, we're going to play Buffalo the same way we played Oregon. Big pressure
Gotcha, bitch.
on 3rd and short. They kill us, though. Touchdown Bulls. 5-man rush, potentially. 1 high safety. Durbin is way too fast.
And boom goes the dynamite.
GG Bulls. And even better news about Durbin is he got a red shirt in that last season that I was going to start him. Right up the middle. Unexpected. Huge gain on that run. How could we not feed him again on the goal line? Cut to the outside. He's in. The Bulls got on the board with that last drive, but we're starting to create separation. Our offense is way too much. Tried to stretch the defense out. We're still spread out right here, but we're running this draw play. Feed this back. He's having a great game. Wide open. Huge run. 82-yard touchdown for the redshirt senior. Harbor was the expected starter for this season until we got that star running back. This game is far in the depths. After the pick 6, Buffalo finally picks up a first down. Honestly, I'm about to just sim it now. We've already had plenty of excitement. They're struggling. And they finally get one, whatever. 17-point margin from the 43-yard line. That's a touchdown. I called a timeout, see if we could put up 40 points in this first half. Quarterback's running with it. Expecting the run right here. They run to the other side to get in. The man who's really been killing them isn't even being covered.
Suck.
What the fuck?
Jackass.
After the dumbest incompletion ever, we get pressured on 3rd down. I'm just wrapping this one up. And a little back and forth in the second half, but 51-35, expected champions. We shouldn't have lost to them in the regular season. His redshirt senior most likely won't make it to the draft, but he did make it into our record book at 2nd string. We went back-to-back as MAC champions. We're most likely going to complete the three-peat. Next season, if we win that championship, I think we're going to realign the MAC conference.
Who is going to win the trophy for this season? Final congratulations to the newest member of the Heisman Trophy fraternity.
I just watched the Heisman Trophy ceremony, and they gave the award to the North Texas quarterback. But then the Heisman Trophy winner is this quarterback out of Houston. Star cornerback Vernon Oden wins the Jim Thorpe Award. Ranked 17th with our 3 losses, we're in the Xbox Bowl against New Mexico State. Our starter came back. I put Harper at 1st string since he's a senior, and this is his last game he's going to play. There's no way our coordinators got fired. I might have missed the chance to extend their contract. I don't know what it is, but they're not giving us good opponents in our bowl matchups. New Mexico State's 6-6. If we lose this game, we kind of deserve it. Now that I think about it, I think you're supposed to extend your coaches during that conference championship week. Hopefully we can get these guys to stay. Back-to-back MAC championship and Xbox Bowl winners. There was a big upset in the first round with Georgia Tech taking down Penn State, but then they lost in the next round to Iowa. It's going to be Iowa versus Houston in the Sugar Bowl, UCLA versus Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl. Time for season stats. Melvin Stork statistically was very similar to last year. 27 touchdowns to 4 picks. Running backs, we had 2 of them get a ton of yards, and they almost got 2,000 combined, 28 touchdowns. Receivers, we had 2 of them go over 1,000, almost 3 with this junior tight end. Hopefully he stays for his senior year. Our sack leader was actually a defensive tackle, and then interceptions, we had one guy get 8, and then Odin got 7, 15 picks between the 2 of them. Melvin Stork is the career leader in passing yards and touchdowns for Eastern Michigan. We also set the rushing touchdown record this year with Harbor. Both teams in the Sugar Bowl had a bye. Houston came out on top. UCLA beat Notre Dame. UCLA is going to have a home game in the national championship against Houston. Easily completed all 3 of our goals. I don't know if our expectation is going to increase anymore because we're still in the MAC conference. Houston actually came out, dominated UCLA in California. The Cougars are champs. I knew it was coming with some of our underpaid players. Melvin Stork also wants a new contract, and I'm going to pay him 500 dynasty points to come back as a senior. We're going to lose this cornerback in this offseason, but I think he's going to go to the draft. I overpaid this tight end and outside linebacker to keep him, and I'm letting this receiver just walk. I fired our support staff, and I'm going to use those points potentially in this transfer portal. The streak continues, and after 7 seasons, there's been a different champion every year. With no red shirt, I offered this man 500 dynasty points to come back for his senior season. Our persuasion chance is very low.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Stork got picked in the first round, an unlocked talent developer for us, and we should have an A+ on pro potential for defensive backs. We finished the season ranked 16th, and we're a 2-star program now. Transfer portal, my number one goal is to replace Stork. We need a competitive player at the quarterback position. And both of the quarterbacks I went for got offers from other schools with the pipeline advantage. But Adrian Robinson here, the freshman out of Michigan City, Indiana, has no offers. He has an 89 throw power, 80 speed, and solid accuracy. He can step in right away. We have 980 dynasty points that we could spend on facilities or staff. We are so close to upgrading to an elite facility. National Signing Day, we're well on top of the MAC conference. We signed 2 4-star players this season. We signed a replacement for Stork, but he only came out with a normal development trait. We signed a star cornerback, 2 star cornerbacks. We signed a star running back and an outside linebacker. Our quarterback's only at 76 overall. We're overpaying him with 250 dynasty points, and I might let him go this offseason. We're going to switch over to a running-minded team with these 3 solid backs. Durbin went all the way up to an 86 overall, and he has 98 speed. He's actually the number 1 receiver now. We have a star tight end that we gave his NIL money to come back for a senior year. He's going to go to the draft, and we also have some juniors filling in behind him. Offensive line looks competitive for the MAC conference. Our defensive line looks competitive for the MAC conference. We don't have the best outside linebackers, but I moved Perkins over to the Mike spot for his senior season. We have solid cornerbacks once again. At this free safety position, I have a freshman out here, star development. He's going to start this season. 1 season away from conference realignment, there probably would have already been some, and I kind of expected it to go down. We're still going to be at the top of our conference, but our overall is 76 going into the next season. Only opportunity for us to hire staff, I got this fundraising team for plus 1,000 dynasty points for costing $750. It seemed like a good deal, and we're also getting this reduced NIL expectations on bronze. Our program expectation has changed to conference competitor. We have goals of beating Tulane by 3+ points, winning 2 road games, and then do not give up more than 300 yards in any game. I have to spend 85 points in recruiter, so I'm going to get these quarterback perks right here. I don't even want them really. This 4-star Devontae Mwamba looks like a stud. We're going for him. My problem with Robinson is he's a redshirt sophomore at 76 overall. He has good caps. I just don't think he's going to reach his ceiling. And if he progresses enough, we're going to keep him, but 250 dynasty points is too much for a 70 overall quarterback. First look at our season. We're going to start the year playing all of our non-conference games. We have a challenge to beat Tulane, so I may hop into that one, and I'm definitely hopping in week 2 against Penn State. We finished the last season ranked, but we're not in the top 25. Houston, the team that won the national championship, is all the way down at 8, and they're probably the smallest school up there. Overall update, it looks like the MAC conference as a whole is just getting worse and worse every season. Miami's not even a 70 overall anymore, and some of these teams are pushing 55. We got one of our coach challenges against the Green Wave in week 1. They have a higher overall than every other MAC team besides us. This one should be competitive. I'm impressed with the way this quarterback came out. 3 throws, 3 completions.
Another one.
Wide open running backs. Didn't need to run the ball. Got to the red zone. Picked up a first down on the ground. Feeding the backs. It's still early in the game. First drive. 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Toss to the outside. We're getting in. First drive of the season. We came out, put a touchdown on the scoreboard. Open field situation. Playing man coverage. 3rd and 9, another chance to get a stop. They take a quick sack. Came out with a shot downfield. Dropped the pass with the contact though. He was just standing there the whole time. Quite possibly the dumbest interception. That player didn't move that entire play. Can't blame the quarterback with a throw like that. RPO right here. I'm just going to feed the back. Break some ankles. Back picked up a first down on his first snap. Picked up 9 on his second one. They're going to keep feeding him. He's all the way downfield. Give my man 6. After that long run for the touchdown, Tulane couldn't pick up a single first down. We get the ball to start this second quarter. Running back already has 100 yards. Decent punt return. Safety has a pick aside on this one. Wide open man. We're too fast. Same defensive look except for we're blitzing a linebacker. I'm watching the running back. He sends it downfield. Beats us. Touchdown Green Wave. Shouldn't have blitzed. I thought the defensive backs were going to give us enough time. Nobody's open here. Terrible fucking throw. Read option wasn't there on first down. Second and goal. Man in motion. They run it up the middle again. We could have created some separation in this game if I had been making better decisions. I'm attacking downfield. Great catch. Too high safety look. One on the left side comes back to the middle of the field. Durbin's down there. Too big. Almost got in with that big run. Quarterback draw right up the middle. I'm not concerned how we've been playing defensively. We've been throwing stupid interceptions. Third and short. Chance to send the offense to the sideline. He missed. Green Wave stopped us on first down, second and 13. I'm running this option play.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotta feed the back. Pick it all back up. But we're on their side of the field. I'm going for it, 4th and 7. Man open. There's our star right there. Potential for this motion receiver to get left open. Not there though. Tight end is. Solid drive. Didn't make a mistake with the quarterback. Man in motion. I'm just going to feed the back though. Third touchdown of the game. Called one timeout. Tulane called another timeout. We have 30 seconds. We only need 5 to get some points. Couldn't get downfield on first down. Tight end. Oh, that hot route didn't work, but he caught that. Still have 9 seconds after the stupid throw. Big tight end. And there's only 3 seconds. We're just taking the points. If I didn't throw those 2 interceptions, this would be a 5-possession game. I'm just going to simp to the end. Final score 52-28. We dominated the Green Wave, and that quarterback we have actually throws a really good pass if he's in a good position. After week 1, we completed 2 of our 3 contract goals. I read the bottom one wrong. My brain was thinking if we couldn't give up 300 yards in any game this season. Quarterback we're going for doesn't have offers from other schools, and if we can get to the top 5 and cut off Ohio State, we should sign him. We have the Nittany Lions in week 2, and they took a loss in week 1. This is actually going to be a down season for Penn State. They're only at 82 overall. This game should be competitive. They would never schedule this game with Penn State at Eastern Michigan, but it is, and it's our football first. Feeding this back. I keep coming out with pass plays, but the defense is playing it, so I'm just feeding the back. 3rd and inches. They're pressing us with 1 high safety. See if we can get a man open. Late throw. Had to punt the football, but they lost 2 yards on their first play. Crowd's making some noise for us. I switched from man coverage to some big zones here, 3rd and 10.
Rasana Badoa Gola walking nipple
He's got nobody
pinchy.
open. Oh no. And Penn State's just moving up the field, up to the 35. Chipping away at it still. Missed the tackle. Didn't get in on first down. A bad play call on second. 3rd and goal. They're about to get some points on the board unless we can make a play. He dropped it. Oh, we got lucky just to hold them out of the end zone. They get the first lead. Mistakes were made on the option play call. They're getting pressure in so quick. Haven't picked up a single first down. Had to punt it back. Penn State's looking at a 2-possession game. If we're going to stop them on this drive, it needs to be on this play. 3rd and short. Trying to get some pressure on them. There's a bullet. And I was wrong. They're just outside of field goal range. Don't want to punt. They're going for it. 1 high safety. I'm sending Durbin on a streak. He's ahead of him. Too fast. Played a terrible first quarter. We still have a chance to take the lead. Running back runs into the receiver. I didn't make any hot routes or anything. That play call was just broken. Receiver's got some space. He brings it in. 10-yard line. Toss to the outside. Feed the back. Nothing but daylight. After the running touchdown, both teams punted the ball back and forth. Penn State's about to punt it again. If we can get one more stop.
Gotcha, bitch.
He sends a freaking shot downfield. They converted on 3rd. Last time they were in this position, we held them out of the end zone. Big zones. They got to take the check down. And one more stop. We're going to do the same on this drive. I would assume they're going to take the field goal from this position. It's not close, but that's a pick. Let's go. We couldn't capitalize after the interception. Had to punt it right back to him. 3rd and 5, though. They can't pick it up either. Got the clock ticking. Nobody's guarding this running back. Quick throw to him. We're going to get upfield. This has been a defensive game. There's still 18 seconds left in this half. Dot to that tight end. Big catch. Still time to get into the end zone. Not there, but a big scramble up the middle. So close. And we made our way all the way down the field, but with 2 seconds left, take the points. Came out on top in that first... Oh my God! 2nd and short, they're pressed. 1 high safety. I'm going to see if I can get a man downfield. He's wide open. Bad throw, though. Still brings it in. And I forgot that our quarterback has a low throw power to begin with, and he's also hurting after a big hit. Solid throw over the middle right here. Came out on top in the defensive first half. Gave up a quick touchdown to start this second one. We're picking another score up. Thought this was going to be a down season for us, but Penn State is our toughest opponent for the whole year. We need to play solid coverage. Can't give anything downfield. And just like that, we're getting the football back with the lead in the second half.
I don't think you have any idea
what a
how fast I really am.
Returner, dude.
Boy.
We don't have our star receiver, but we still have some solid options.
What
Terrible
the
throw.
hell?
What just happened?
Oh
The
my
game just
God, no way.
Never seen that before. I tried to cut in with the receiver because I knew it was a bad throw. Must have broke the game. Running back, breaking tackles. Didn't even get to see the interception, but Penn State gained a ton of momentum from it. Trying to get some pressure here. It's not there. Quarterback snuck one for the first down. They're about to get in. Paid for the stupid throw downfield. Can't create any separation from this Penn State team. Too much pressure. And our quarterback has been taking some hits. This dude may get injured if we don't take him off the field, but we don't really have another option off the bench. 3rd and 8. Gotta sling it. They're setting pressure. Quick throw. Cornerback makes the play. And we just punted for the 5th time in this game. Penn State's offense is starting to get it together now, too. Try to get some pressure on the backfield with this 5-man rush. Eyes on the running back. He gets it, but I fucked the whole play up. We might lose. 1st and goal. We got to push him backwards. We got 6-man rush now. And I'm blitzing. It may make us, it may break us, but we've thrown in the 2nd-string quarterback. We have a freshman that has some decent stats, but I'm not putting him out there. Man in motion. Defense shows the zone. Terrible fucking throw. That was all the quarterback. I mean, it wasn't the best decision, but goddamn. Well, that interception just solidified our loss. We're throwing in the 3rd string. Penn State came into the second half with a different state of mind. We can't stop them. 3rd and goal, maybe force a field goal attempt. There's still 6 minutes left in the game, so we can get the lead, but God! 3rd string quarterback now. First throw, didn't have anybody open. He completes his second one. Need to get downfield quickly. The defense isn't allowing it. Trying to take a shot. Throw and pick. That's game. I knew it was going to be a tough game after the defensive first half, but goddamn. The team put up a touchdown after I sent to the end of the game, but so much for going undefeated. Made too many mistakes against Penn State. I was expecting a down year anyways. They were the toughest team on our schedule by far. I'm just going to sim to the end of this season and let you know the scores. And after the season, we started strong with a 3-game winning streak, but then we lost by 1 point to Kent State. 2 weeks later, we took a 4-point loss to UMass, and those 2 losses are going to keep us out of the conference championship. My goal was to complete the 3-peat before we realigned the MAC conference, but I'm just going to do it anyway. If I would have stepped into those games, we would have gone 11-1. After 8 seasons, we've had some success with the Eagles. Eastern Michigan is offering us another contract extension.
All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season.
And this season, the little ceremony video actually matched the true Heisman Trophy winner. Utah brought it home. We got a matchup with Mid-Tennessee in the Cure Bowl. I'm going to check their overall before I hop into it. We actually signed most of the players from our initial board in this season. Biggest disappointment, though, was that 4-star quarterback we got. Normal development again. The Blue Raiders went 9-3 this season, just like us, but we have a 20 overall advantage. Miami is once again the champion in the ACC. Utah took down Texas Tech for the Big 12 trophy. Kent State and UMass both beat us in the regular season. They competed for the MAC, and Kent State came out on top. In the SEC, Texas A&M beat Tennessee, and they went undefeated this season. And in the Big 10, UCLA came out on top. Biggest first-round matchups, Georgia at Tennessee, and then Oregon at Ole Miss. We didn't win the MAC championship, but we have won a bowl game the last 3 seasons. Sophomore quarterback got himself up to an 80 overall, but he did not have the best season. 19 touchdowns to 12 picks. First string running back got injured throughout the season. Torn hamstring, he didn't play very much. Backup running back stepped in and got 19 touchdowns. And none of our receivers had an exceptional season. Durbin didn't even break 1,000 yards. Our 89-speed edge rusher, Cookus, brought in 11.5 sacks for us throughout the season, and our interception leader was DeJuan Bickley with 3 picks. Big second-round matchups. Texas A&M beat Oregon after they beat the Rebels. Tennessee beat Georgia and Notre Dame. Texas A&M versus Miami in the Orange Bowl, and Nebraska versus Tennessee in the Cotton Bowl. Nebraska got the victory over Tennessee after that hot streak. Texas A&M took down Miami by 1 point. Nebraska versus Texas A&M in Texas. Once again, the team that had to travel to the national championship game took home the trophy. The Cornhuskers are champs. This season's NIL budget, we're getting hit hard by Durbin and Carswell, but I think we should be able to keep everybody we want to. I'm actually not trying to persuade any players to stay this season. We should get 2 players into the draft, and we could get a third with this cornerback. We weren't ranked at the end of the season, but we finished 21st with our 10-3 record. We're still a 2-star team. That cornerback did get picked, and the guy that was projected to be in the 5th round got picked in the 4th. We brought in 24 players. We're still on top of the MAC conference, but we didn't bring in anybody over at Impact Development. It's position change time, and this quarterback I just brought in came in at a 76. He has 95 throw power, and he's better than the starter on the run and under pressure. Unless this dude gets a big boost in these training results, I'm about to encourage a transfer. After the training results, Robinson only went up to an 81 overall. I'm just going to encourage his transfer. He's not worth the dynasty points. Our primary targets on offense are going to be the same with this running back and then Durbin out here on the outside. For the first time, our offensive line is completely over 80 overall at the starting positions. Our defensive line, we have a solid edge rusher here in Cookus. We don't have any incredible linebackers. I do have this freshman right here I'm going to start. I'm going to encourage Bulaga to transfer out because he's a busted 4-star. Our defensive backs are still the best part of our defense with some great speed at the cornerback spot. I need 10 points spent to get 200 in recruiter, so we're getting this kicking spot. And then we just unlocked talent developer. For conference realignment, I'm taking some of the teams that are performing the worst in the MAC and I'm kicking them out. Sac State has been the worst throughout this entire rebuild. They're entering Conference USA, along with Akron. The next move I made was Ball State and Toledo into the Mountain West Conference. Then I moved to the Big Ten and grabbed some of the teams that were absolutely struggling in their conference. The Terrapins went 2-10 last season, 5-7 for the Wildcats, 3-9 for the Scarlet Knights, and 3-9 for the Boilermakers. And since App State is absolutely dominating the Sun Belt, they're going to be our last addition. And then I'm going to take the struggling UAB Blazers and move them into that Sun Belt spot to fill up that conference. We had a ton of dynasty points left over after encouraging transfers, so I went out and got a contract specialist and a strength and conditioning lead. And then I figured why not increase our athletic facility grade with the Players Lounge. We're going into this next season with the highest overall we've ever had, and this should be our most competitive year. We started slow, but we have had a lot of success in the last few seasons. I think we're going to get back on the right track in this upcoming year. But that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Peace.